3, 2, 1.
Got a blast!
What is going on, my people? How is everybody doing and how is everybody feeling? And today, welcome back to another video. And we are on NBA 2K26. You know the game just dropped. I hope y'all pre-ordered the game, because if you didn't, then you gotta wait till September 4th. And I don't want y'all to have to wait till September 4th. But it was too late, because the last day was yesterday at 12 p.m. So I was in the lab basically for half of my day. I got some builds for y'all. Y'all wanted the Dennis Rodman. I got y'all right now. Alright, so we're gonna get right started into this. Alright, so you already know Dennis Rodman, right hand, 91 is his jersey number. We're gonna make this at power forward. Usually I've seen a lot of people, they will make their Dennis Rodman build at center, but I'm gonna be honest with you, I wouldn't do that just because we don't know how dominant those 7-4s are gonna be this year. So I don't want y'all to just be making these, undersized centers yet before we see how dominant those 7-4 centers are. Alright, so 6'7" is what we're gonna do for this height, and then you want to go 263 on that weight, because we definitely want to get I wanted to definitely start out with a 96 on the defensive rebound, and that's literally gonna be the highest attribute that you have on this Rodman build. So you're gonna definitely need that. You gotta max out that wingspan too. That's very important. Now, so when we first start off, right, for those of you that have the game, you kind of know what this is already. Y'all can see that you can navigate from the badges to the takeover to the build badges. All of that is literally at your disposal now. 2K is allowing us to just be able to find everything that we need, from the jump shots, from the free throw to go-to shots. When you're making your build, you don't have to just make it and then go test it. You can literally make your build and see what you get available when you put your attributes. Alright, so first things first, what we want to do for this, because we're going to be working around the basket, you definitely want to go all the way up to an 86. So 86 is the highest that we're going to go for this Rodman build. Why? Because we get flow game on gold. So with this build, you definitely want to utilize screens and rolls. You definitely want to make sure that you're literally not, clogging the paint. Space out the floor. That's kind of how you want to use this build for. People are gonna know that you don't have a high shooting, but at power forward, I feel like if you got a center that can shoot, you should be perfectly fine. I don't really think you'll have any issues when it comes to that. Alright, so we're just gonna leave that label at 61. The drive and dunk, we'll have a decent drive and dunk on this Rodman build. We're gonna definitely go 80. 80 is gonna be dope. We get access to area wizard, so when we off the screen and rolls, we'll be able to literally catch those lobs. That's gonna be really good for this build. The standing dunk is gonna also be crazy. Most power forwards I've seen, they're literally gonna be like around the same height as you, so you'll have the mismatch advantage. So with that 90 standing dunk, you'll have to go rise up, but we gotta put vert and all that into the build. Now 61 on the post, that's a little something, nothing too crazy. We get access to the hook specialist, which is dope, but we're not really focusing on no posting up, right? Now for the mid-range, we're gonna go 65 on that midi, and then the 3-point shot, we're gonna go 45. So the cool thing about this build and the cap breakers, and not even just the build, but the cap breakers this year, you'll literally be able to put more cap breakers into what you aren't that good at. So for example, right, the higher attributes, you're only gonna probably go up by 1. You'll still be able to get, the 5 cap breakers, but it won't be as much as if you have, like, for example, the 65 midi. You could put like 15 cap breakers into this and literally be able to shoot midis at least with this Rodman build. So you won't be able to just, play inside. You'll be able to boost up those cap breakers and put them into the midi, and you'll be able to have a decent mid-range shot, or you'll be able to have a decent 3-point shot. So moving forward, that's kind of what I like this year. We still get cap breakers, but you don't get them the same way that we used to getting them from 25. All right, so now for the shooting, the playmaking, we'll have a decent playmaking with this Rodman build. So we're gonna go 71. I definitely wanted to get at least, you know, a lot of these passing badges on bronze and silver, because you get the max plus 2s this year. So this break starter, you could literally put that break starter to gold, or you could literally put that diamond to Hall of Fame with the max plus 2s, because you get 2 of them this year. So I kind of like that. I kind of like that 2K allowed us to be able to, you know, get that this year. All right. Now, this is where the build is going to take off: defense. You can't make a Rodman build with no defense. So the highest I went with this is 97. Definitely went 97 because when I looked at the roster for the all-time Rodman, he had like a 98. So 97 is going to be dope because you could put, what's that, 3 cap breakers here or 2 cap breakers? Yeah, just 2 cap breakers and you'll get that 99. This one is not going to really have perimeter like that. Some people may say you should have it, but I didn't put perimeter on this build. I wanted to focus on the interior aspect of the game and of this build. We do get access to high flying denial on bronze, so that's going to be cool too. But the cap breakers is going to be insane on this build because you can increase this. You will be able to increase this. Like, imagine putting 15 cap breakers into the block. That's going to be crazy. So the rebounding, of course, we definitely want to have high rebounding. So that 96, definitely want to max out that offensive rebound as well. And then what we want to do is, what else do we want to do? Okay, so 86 on that speed. And then we want to go max out that agility at 78. Then I maxed out the strength at 95 just so we could get that brick wall on Hall of Fame. And then the rest, I went high vert for here. Let me see, I think I went 94, right? Or could I go high on that? 96 or 95? Let me see. Okay, so yeah, 88 speed, and then we're just gonna go 92 vertical, and then I think the rest, I think I was able to go with that, at least a 60 interceptor. Yeah, okay, so I was able to do that. Let me see what else we could do. Let's put the rest here. So this is the complete build for the Rodman right here, honestly. This is like everything that I thought about if I was gonna make a Rodman build at power forward. This is what I came up with. And move to enforcer, it would have been cool to at least get this higher, but to be honest, it doesn't really matter per se. I think this might be probably a better park build if you ask me. Or you could use this in a rec, but I don't know. I think this might just be better at the park because you don't really got to do too much at the park, right? So let me show you the shades of, because that's another important thing. I know that's what y'all like when it comes to these builds. Board beast is going to be nasty too, because you'll get a 99 defensive rebound if you use board beast. So you'll be 6'7" with a 99 rebound. I think that might be the best one. That might honestly be the best one, to be honest, for this build. I think that's the only takeover that you honestly get. You get physicality, which is going to give you the 99 interior defense and the 99 defensive. I think that's another good one if that's what you want to work with. I wouldn't use splash tower, but yeah, so this is the build, right? And of course we get the #1 shades of Dennis Rodman, LOB Threat Board Enforcer. You see the strengths: defense paint with consistency, clears defensive glass, ruthless, authority, sets powerful screens, finishes dump offs above the rim. And of course, the only thing that's not good is it says ineffective as a rim protector, will be ignored outside the paint. But you might not be a rim protector per se, but this is the most authentic Dennis Rodman build that you're gonna probably find on YouTube, just because it's exactly what he was good at. All right, so y'all let me know what y'all thought about this build, and until next time, much love.